Hello?
Yes, hello everyone. You're welcome to the Nigerian Diaspora TV, and today again on our political discourse, we are discussing Godfatherism in Nigerian politics, and we are focusing on Lagos State. This program is aimed at actually retiring those who play the role of godfathers in the Nigerian politics, which is actually dangerous to democracy. You know, some people just sit down and want to dictate what will go on in the politics of the country, in the politics of the state. And we're going to start today. Today we are focusing on Lagos State, and I have with me Otumba. We are live right now.
Yes, sir. I'm with you.
I have with me Otumba Olushola Sobanjo to join to discuss today about politics in Lagos State and Godfatherism in Lagos State. Otumba, you are welcome to the program.
Yeah, thank you very much, my brother. I really appreciate being on this program. First of all, let us confirm what's the meaning of Godfatherism. Godfatherism in Nigeria is a form of political corruption or political vandalism by the politicians in which influential and picking another often or less influential candidate to attain leadership without being qualified for certain post of position. They impose candidates who are not even qualified to contest an election, think that they have godfather backing them. Most of these things do happen in some of the states in Nigeria.
So let's focus on Lagos State today, because since 1999, since this republic started in 1999, you know, some people say that its power has been on one side, and just one person is claiming godfather of the land. And before you can become a governor, before you can become anything in the state, you have to be nominated by a certain godfather. As those of you, I know you've been in politics in the States. You know, you were at the beginning politics in the States. So how did this come about? How did you people just release power to just one person, or give power to one person here?
Yeah, thank you very much.
You're welcome.
What actually happened? We have been in politics since 1978. I'm one of the foundation members of National Party of Nigeria, NPN. The politics they are now playing is do or die affairs. The Lagosians, I don't know the reason why they allow non-Lagosians to be controlling the resources of Lagos State, to be controlling power in Lagos State. I don't know where there is Adeli Jadele, the Dosumos, the Duro Simieti, the Shita Bay. They allowed one particular person to be in control of the affairs of Lagos, to dictate who and who will be the governor, who and who will be the Senate, who and who will be the House of Representatives. The so-called godfather he started politics in 1992. Nobody knows him in 79, 80, 81, 83, 84. Nobody knows him. But he came up during the 1992 election. May so rest in peace, Abiola. Nobody knows him. He claimed to be Jagaban of everybody, but he can't be Jagaban of everybody. There are some political elites who are in his pocket, who normally answer to his tone. So this Godfatherism have to be stopped very soon, because the way things is going on now, our youth have now know the right thing to do.
So while you guys were,
Godfather,
yeah, while you guys,
controlling the resources of Lagos State up to today,
yeah.
People are afraid to talk against him because of the type of person he is. But very soon, the time will tell.
So are you still actively involved in politics now?
Yeah, I am no more in politics, but we have to encourage our youth. The youth are the ones to take the leadership of this country. The so-called leaders, godfathers, they did nothing.
How come they're still holding on to power?
So I'm not much particular in politics now, but give advice to our youth. It's time for them to rise up and face the challenges, especially in Lagos State. Lagos State cannot be controlled by non-Lagosians. The so-called Lagosians, I don't know why they are. When we are in politics, we don't know the so-called Jagaban. I've been in politics in 78, 79. I contested for Lagos Island local government election in 1987. Babangida annulled the election. I won the election as Lagos Island local government chairman. The so-called father, nobody knows where he is. He was nobody then. But right now, he's one controlling the affairs of Lagos. He's one dictating who will be the king, who will be the councillor, who will be the chairmanship. This has to be stopped. Enough is enough. 2023, such thing can never happen again.
Oh, good. So what are your plans? Because we know people have been talking. What are the plans to make this happen? What are the plans to retire? What is the template actually that you will have to retire the political godfather?
Yeah, thank you very much. In respect of that, people have been mobilizing, they've been enlightening, because most of the people are not aware about the political situation in the country. When the election is about to get closer, they started giving out gifts, which people have showed their conscience. And then the causes of politics of Godfatherism in Nigeria: 1, the power of influence; 2, money influence. They use money to buy our electorate, which is very, very bad. Political thoughts. They are in control of thoughts, the Agberos and their support, because of the Godfather. Thought, money politics. They are ready to use everything to make sure that they continue to control the affairs of Lagos State. Fifthly, lack of political awareness. Our people don't know much about these so-called politicians. They believe once one or two things are done, yes, is Godfather, is second to God. And then selfish and greediness. That's the problem our Godfather are facing. They are selfish, they are very selfish and greedy. And the policy of regionalism, that's another aspect of the Godfatherism. And the lack of exposure. Our people don't know much about politics. They believe that once election is near, they give them a bag of rice or a little rice or something. They believe that, yes, this is the candidate we are going to support. And they're over-ambitious. That is what is causing them. For example now, like Lagos State, 1999, a particular party has been ruling Lagos State. There is no changes. Upon the billions, trillions being spent, they still backward. And one particular person is collecting the tax. One particular person's son is the one in charge of the signboard, tax collection. Another one is in charge of marketing, collecting rent from the marketers, from the market people, as the Yaloja general. It's not the only one in Lagos State. The land that belongs to the masses, he has collected all of them. In the olden days, in 1987, it's the masses that they are living in Morocco, where they call sandfish now. That mobile sandfish is being built for the masses. They are there, living there. But when the so-called Jagaban came in, 80% of land belongs to him. This has to be stopped. Enough is enough. This is the right time for the youth, for Nigerians, for Lagosians to rise up against this so-called Godfather.
Oh, beautiful. So, you know what we've been talking, yeah. So, what is the move? What you said you guys are mobilizing the youth to take over in 2023. 2023, it's about 3 years away. It's far, but it's not far. It's still very, very close. For people who want to actually take over, they should have started making plans now, or they should be making plans by now, because in a few weeks' time, 2020 is going to come to an end, and we'll be in 2021. And before you know it, it's 2023 again, and elections are going to be early 2023, I suppose, February 2023. So we have just 2021 and 2022, which is about approximately 2 years, to do anything that the people want to do to actually retire the Godfathers. We saw it happen in Edo State. Do you think what happened in Edo State can happen in Lagos State in 2023?
Yeah, thank you very much. What actually happened in Edo State is already happening in Lagos State now, because the implication of Godfatherism, it affects the economy and political development, which is affecting Lagosians. So now what happened in Edo State is already on the ground in Lagos State. The so-called father of our Godfather, he knows that his days are numbered. Because the solution now lay on the federal government and the INEC. All political Godfathers should be cast out of and strengthen democratically structures to avoid policies of Godfatherism of central government politics.
No, the people have to take the power by themselves. The federal government will not give it, will not release it to them.
At all levels of governance. Those are the part of the solutions. There must be a massive political alignment campaign to educate the general populace about the so-called
but the federal government will not do that. INEC will not do that. The people have to do it themselves. The people have to take the power by themselves.
What we want the INEC to do is that is electronic voting. If there is electronic voting, there won't be any rigging. There won't be any Godfatherism imposing candidates. Those are the things we want the INEC to involve. And then people should more enlighten about the coming election, to educate them. Because most of them don't know anything. They believe that once it's APC, yes, PDP, yes, you are voting for them. Without
so have you formed any group? Have you formed any group that you are mentoring right now? To mentor them, this is the way to go, this is the way to take power back. You don't sell your vote.
Yes,
you don't sell your future and all that.
We have some youth now, right now, like NDPD. They are very youth. They are more warming up now to take the leadership of this country. They've been mobilizing throughout the whole 36 states. So, which I know, since we changed in 2023, in Lagos, not only in Lagos State, in Nigeria generally, all the so-called Godfathers and the leaders who have nothing to offer Nigerians or Lagosians, this is the time for them to retire.
So in Lagos State, you have 6 million voters, 6 million voters, I suppose. And in the last election, only 1 million voted. So which means you have roughly about, if you can say 5, or let's say even if you have 3 million people who did not vote, how have you, because if those people, if you can actually get those people, you can actually retire the Godfathers. That was what Malam El-Rufai said in Lagos a few years ago, So if you could go after those people, those undecided people, the people say, well, my vote, they believe that their votes don't count. So what efforts are you people making at reaching those undecided, those 3 to 5 million people who did not vote last year?
Yeah, thank you very much. If you look at the last election, why people didn't come out to vote, this Godfather, as I've said now, they have political thugs. They have the agberos that they used to threaten the masses. That if you come and you vote for this social party, this is what will happen. Which they did, we saw it. It happens. They started attacking voters. So people have to stay indoors. They run away. But this time around, we make them know that such can never happen. And that is not going to happen. The so-called Godfatherism, they have political dogs. They have agberos on their care. He is the president of Agbero General. So that's why people are afraid. because life and property are not safe. Our police are not protecting the masses because of the money bag Godfather.
Yeah, in Edo State, we saw that, but because the people had made up their mind, there was an attempt of vote buying, and the people actually collected the money and still voted their conscience. We saw Agberos coming out to say they were lions and tigers, they were going to they were going to do this and do that. And the people said, well, you say you are lions and tigers. Lions and tigers are meant for the zoo. So we are going to cage you and put you in the zoo, and which actually happened. So how can Lagos State do same?
Yeah, in Lagos State now, people are more enlightened than 2015, than the last election, but they've seen that all these so-called godfathers or political leaders, they are deceiving them. Right now, what happened in 2019 can never happen again because people are wise. People's eyes have opened. So like the Agberos they are using now, they too, they know that they are using them. So they are ready for a change because it's really affecting them. Look at what happened about the NSAS. When the NSAS, they don't expect what happened. Our youth comes out to say, no, this NSAS must stop. What happened? The so-called Jagaban, the so-called Godfather, he ran away. He can't say anything. After the old drama, after their old plans, killing innocent Nigerians, he came out to start boasting. A sensible leader, a leader that have conscience, a leader that have fear for God, will not mention, will not say that, well, I'm still Jagaba. Who is he? Is Jagaba on his pocket? Is Jagaba of the Agberos? Is this normal? Killing innocent people, they don't harm, protesting. We are in a country that there's no rule of law.
What will you say is the effect of the NSAS and destruction?
Hello?
I said, what will you say about the effect of NSAS?
Yeah, like the NSAS, we have seen the way the police are arresting, molesting our youth, which is very, very bad. I've witnessed a lot. I've intervened. Sometimes if I'm driving, if any of the youth were stopped, I will come down and pass. What is the offense of this young man? What about our politicians who stole billions that a lot of people are dying? What of the so-called Jagaban, the so-called Godfather, who have a lot of cases with EFCC that they refuse to investigate? One of the companies involved in the billions of taxpayers' money. They did nothing. Some of these leaders who involved in one thing or the other, they allowed them to go. But the so-called young guys, our youth who are trying to make up things, they arrest them and embarrass them. We know some of them are into something that's not good. Nobody supports doing Yahoo or something like that. But not everybody that is bad. Like that, we have showed them that the youth are ready to take the leadership, to take control of the leadership of this country, which I really appreciate. And
when you say
about the turnout of the youth. But they are start when they roll out the military to come back and start killing them, they have to go back. And so we are saying that we are practicing democracy. We are not practicing federalism.
The effect of the NSAS, will you say it has awoken the Lagos State youth in concerning politics here?
Yes, they are enlightened now. The NSAS are really working on that. Yeah, these people have been fooling us. So this is the right time. Please watch out. This is the right time for the youth to take control of Lagos State, for the so-called federalism to run away. The realize that he has kept quiet. He said nothing. They used to brag. I'm so, but in their side, all of them are quiet because they know what the youth can do now.
But your governor, the governor of Lagos State, someone who it seems to be a young person. So aren't you people okay with him as a young man to carry on even 2023?
Sanwo-Olu is a figurehead governor. He has nothing to say. He's being controlled by the Godfather. He is not the governor. He's just a figurehead. He was put here.
So what if he decides to break? What if he decides to break off?
The so-called Godfather. It was voted out. And then they now brought somebody that they can, like their pet, who doesn't know the right thing. Look at the lies he lies about the answers. He said he didn't invite the military. The military said, you call us. A governor telling lies. What do you expect such person to do? They are full of lies, propagandas. Both the Godfather, we know what they did in 2015 against Jonathan. They lie. The propaganda demands. Look at Mr. Lie More. The man used to lie. He always lie. That's why they call him Lie Mohammed. They got into power through lies and propaganda. Deceit. They did nothing. They are 6 years now. Nigeria have not moved forward. We are really going backward. Both Lagos State and the federal level.
Now the country is in recession, another recession again. So how's the recession hitting Lagos State?
The recession is everywhere, not even Lagos State. Hardly you see some family to have a 3 square meal. There's no job, nothing. And then they are stealing. They are continually borrowing. What do they use the money for? And then the type of the state leader we have, they are rubber stamp senators. Look at what Saraki did when he was there. He cannot approve anything like that for Buhari. Buhari will say he want to collect 10 billion, 50 billion, 100 billion. They will just sign without questioning him. What are you using this money for? All the money they're being wasted is borrowing for them to be stealing. It's borrowing for the politician to be stealing. It's not borrowing for development. Look at Lagos State. Where is development? Go to some local government.
The Lekki toll gate shooting. So what is the link between the Godfather and the shooting?
You see, this is what actually happened about the Lekki, the way I look at it. When they've seen that these people are going far, no money coming in for its company to pocket it. So then I look at it about, he called Buhari, come on, this is trying to get out of hand. According to information we gather, he ran away. He has a private jet. You can fly this night and come back to Nigeria the following day. So in short, Buhari, this is what is happening. Someone you are the governor. Call Buhari. Buhari is in control of the military. So Buhari gave Solo, go ahead, talk with the military. I've talked to them. But they are trying to cover it up. He said there is no killing. And then CNN exposed the killings. Nigerian troops exposed the killings. Well, on that day, people are filming it. I saw it happening. Shooting innocent Nigerians who are protecting their rights. This country is gone, my brother.
But they claim that they've even sent they sent a letter to CNN asking CNN to reinvestigate the issue that actually no one died, that they have not found any bodies. So have they found anybody of anyone that was killed and the body of anyone that was killed?
People are killed. Some people are still in the mortuary. You know, this government, they lie a lot. People died. The dead body, what they did, as they are killing, they are taking them into their vehicle and move away. Which took them away. Even Patrick Tommy said it, that he was here gone. He is living very close to the place.
Yeah.
This government, they lie a lot. Especially the Lagos State government. It's number one, Mr. Liar. He's supposed to change his name. Not Sanwo-Olu again. Layolu.
So you guys are not satisfied in Lagos with Sanwo-Olu because you think it's being controlled by Godfather? So what if tomorrow, he decides that, oh no, I want to be a good man, because it's, I'm not saying he's not a good man now. I don't know, if it's good or bad. You are the people, you judge. But if he decides tomorrow that, oh no, I want to serve my people, I want to break off the yoke of Godfatherism, and I want to fight the Godfather, because actually to break off the yoke, you have to fight the Godfather. Will the people of Lagos State, the youth of Lagos State, support him to fight the Godfather? Your microphone is off, Otumba. So if you are listening to me anyway, you want to make a contribution, you can see the number on your screen. You can call the number. Maybe from Lagos State, you want to make a contribution on the template or how to retire the godfathers in politics, in Nigerian politics. Because you have an ambition as a young man, not just even as a young man, as a person, you have an ambition. You want to serve your state, you want to serve your people, you want to serve your country. And to get in, you need to be nominated by a godfather. And if you do not have one, then you go nowhere. So how do we, because it's a threat to democracy in Nigeria. So how do we go about it? How do we retire and how do we defeat these godfathers? If you have an idea, if you have a contribution, you can call the number on your screen. While we wait for Otumba Olushola to come back on. It's on now, but his microphone is off. So if you have something to say, the telephone line is on, you can call now. So Otumba, if you can hear me, I doubt if you can hear me. Please put on your what they call your microphone, and go ahead and speak. So in Edo State, they did it, say no to Godfatherism. The people were prepared, They fought the fight and they won the fight of Godfatherism. So we are looking at, a template. Should that be Edo State be used as a template, to defeat the Godfathers? Should Edo State be used as that template to actually retire the Godfather, so that a few group of people or one person doesn't just come out to say, oh, I want to hold the destiny of a whole state, the destiny of a whole nation, the cabals, want to hold the destiny of, just a few people want to hold the destiny of a whole nation to ransom. So youths, the people of Nigeria, how do you come out to fight this? Because the threat to democracy, if they handpick those people they feel will do what they want them to do, they are stooges, and then we can't get people who will perform, because when they handpick you and put you there to do their own stuff, you're not able to perform. Even if you have ideas, you are not able to, to do anything. You're not able to perform. So people, what do you do? What can we do? We want to hear. We want to call. We want to hear from you. Otumba's my microphone is back now. Otumba, can you unmute your microphone, please? You're on mute. Yeah, Otumba, can you unmute your microphone? Your microphone is on mute. I can see you're back on. So if you're watching me, you have any contribution, you can call. The number to call is +1 707 333 5393. It's a WhatsApp number, so you can call on WhatsApp call. You don't need to incur long distance. But if you're in the US, you want to call, you can call direct. In the UK, you can call it direct, +1 707 333 5393. Otherwise, you can call via WhatsApp. So Otumba, can you hear me now? how do we retire the godfathers in Nigerian politics? What are the plans? Okay,
Hello?
so microphone. Yeah, Otuma, go ahead. Yeah, your microphone was on mute.
Yes, please. Yeah, I've correct that. So to retire the so-called
hold on 1 minute.
godfatherism,
Otuma, hold on 1 minute. Hold on 1 minute. You have a caller. Hold on 1 minute. Yeah, hello, caller.
Yeah, hello, good evening.
Yeah, good evening.
Yes, I'm actually calling from Lagos.
Oh, beautiful. What's your name?
Okay, I'm Evelyn.
Oh.
I'm Evelyn from Lagos.
Oh, good. Welcome, Evelyn. Yeah. So what's your contribution?
Thank you very much. You see this issue of godfatherism in Nigeria.
Yeah.
I think one thing we all as youth and as Nigerians can do is coming together as one. You know, as it says, united we stand and divided we fall. If we can stop this killing of Nigerian outside and outside Igbo, and this definition the people can come together as youth, laying our rights and fighting for it. I say this godfather will be forced to step down and give the youth who are leaders of tomorrow a chance to rule. While growing up, they told us we are the leaders of tomorrow. That tomorrow has come. That tomorrow is now. Now is the time for us to grab. 2023 is just 2 years from now. It seems like a long time, but it's just right behind the corner. Now we need to come together, get it, have the passion, and we need to get our voter card. That is one thing we must do. So when it is time for us to vote, we'll have our voter card and we'll vote for the youth party which we will join hands together as one to create.
Yeah,
that is my view on it.
There's already a youth party, even since 2019. I know, yeah, there was a youth party. We brought it, one of the chairperson of the youth party into this program too. But you know, the same, like Otuma was saying earlier, the politics of money, you know, what they just do, they look for the ringleader, the head, the group leaders, you know, empower them with the money, and that's the youth will, I don't know, but in Edo State, you see, the people decided that, oh no, enough is enough. So people will come to that point in Lagos where you say enough is enough, because there was a build-up. It didn't just start a few days before the election. It didn't just start a few months before the election. There was a build-up. So what is the build-up now? Are you people taking Edo State as a template, you know, for Lagos, or you have your own strategies to actually retire the godfathers?
Okay, as regards that, whether or not we do have a template, I think following that of Edo State will be best. You see, in Edo State, the unity, the cooperation in Edo State, Lagosians do not have it yet. So what we need to do is to do that cooperation. I'm actually from Edo State too. I saw everything that happened. I followed back videos and I gave my support in every way I could. So we now have to come together, know what we want. And if we as groups are bringing up a leader, we should have to monitor him, follow him or her up to make sure that this person is not want to receive right. We can't just put anybody as the leader. Nigerians are hungry. These youth are desperate. You can't tell somebody who will fall for 10,000 naira and make the person the leader. What is this so-called godfather give the person the millionaire? That means all the plans, the efforts, the death, and all the sacrifices will go down the drain. So I think we have to put against things as a watchtower. We have to watch what they did. We have to learn from them and before we can set our template.
So how about channeling the energy of the NSAS into retiring these godfathers? Because, I mean, they were united, they were ready.
Before we can have such energy into it again, the first thing we must do is go to the family of those people who lost their life fighting for this NSAS process. The fire was burning during the NSAS process. It was burning. It was so hot. The corporation was something else. It was the first I have ever seen in my lifetime. So I want to also use this medium to urge all this. That fire that kept us burning, that made us risk our lives and come out on the street to protect for our lives, that fire should keep burning. We should see the hands of every dead person during the protest out on their grave like we've been seeing the slogan. Let those hands come out. Let us see them. Let us remember the blood on the flag. Let us remember the blood on the street. Let us remember
the government claimed no one died, that people were just injured. How true?
That is the lie they want us to believe. In as much as we keep quiet, it doesn't mean we believe. We are just...
So hello, Otumba.
Yeah, I'm with you, sir.
Yeah, you can go ahead. Yeah, with the callers.
Yeah. To end the Godfatherism, as I've said, our youth are now more united. They need to come out as one and be their brother's keepers, so that this old Godfather will be retired before 2023. Which I know by God's grace. What happened in Edo State, such will happen in Lagos State before 2023 or 2023. No more Godfatherism in Lagos State anymore. They've seen what insights have showed them. They've seen that our youth, they are ready now to take the leadership of this country. So I think by now, they know their time is coming to an end.
Oh, okay, beautiful. But
Because
to do that, the youth actually have
and
to.
what normally causes.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm with you.
Yeah, they have to join a political party, and even the ones that are not interested in politics, they actually need to get their PVC so that they can, because the power they have is their vote. So is there something a program to encourage them, to go register?
Yeah, that's why they've started the awareness now. Enlighten them that you must get your PVC for this Godfather not to be in control of Lagos State affairs anymore. The enlightenment is already on. Both market women, they are aware. But the only thing that people are afraid of is when the time nearer, they have political talks who will be threatening their lives. And then nobody is ready to die. So that is why that most people during the election, they stay indoors because they threaten their life. Because the so-called Godfather, he has them in his pocket and they have the money to spend.
Yeah, the same thing happened. That's why I keep going back to the Edo, what they call it, keep going back to the Edo template. All these things happened in Edo. They threatened, there was money, they brought out money and all that. And the people said, whether you are lions or you are tigers, we are going to cage you because the will of the people must stand. It was the will of the people. The governor just had the people, not because the governor was too good, but because he had the people behind him. It was the people. It was the people. It was the fight was against the Godfather and the people. And the people won. So are the people of Lagos ready to stand against the Godfathers?
Yes. People, if we look at what happened on then start, the so-called Godfather didn't expect that most of his property will be touched. And then this what we are saying, the political Godfatherism has become widespread in Nigeria since 1960. It's not now that it started. It's in 1960 it started, where our leaders became political Godfather. Look at, for example, during the 1979 election, late Chief Obafemi Awolowo was the chairman of the Unity Party of Nigeria. The same Chief Obafemi Awolowo is the presidential candidate of the same party, two posts at once. They started it, but now the Lagosians, their eyes are open that the so Godfather, when they see what he has been collecting from the taxpayers, that goes to his family's pocket, to his own pocket, people are wise now that we must.
And one more thing, some quarters said the NSAS protest, especially in Lagos, which was the ground zero, was it's successful because there was heavy funding. That some people even admitted that the food they ate there, they have never seen that kind of food before. That some people who were there, they stayed there because they were guaranteed 3 square meals there. Because even in their houses, they don't get that, There were some people who, what they drink at home is pure water, but there they were getting bottled water.
Bottled water, yes.
Yeah. So, but when it now comes to maybe 2023, comes to politics, and that funding is not there, what will be the motivation for them to come out?
Yeah. Before 2023, more Lagosians are more being enlightened now. Look at what happened in Kwara State. They say Otoge, like Saraki, we know list because like the father, Shola Saraki, was one of our foundation members of MPN. When Kwara said that no more Godfatherism, no more Godfather, it was flushed out. Tinubu will be flushed out in 2023 by the grace of God, whether he likes it or not. No matter any thoughts he has, no matter any political thoughts he has, his time is nearer now. This is the right time for Lagosians to rise up against the so-called Jagaban.
But some people say the Godfather is going to bring out his son in 2023.
Give them motorcycle to buy their conscience. But now people are wiser. They are more wiser now than before. So such thing can never happen in 2023. And then their machinery is rigging. They don't vote for APC. They don't vote for them, but they rig. In collaboration with INEC, that's why we said that electronic voting is the best. Because no matter if people don't like APC, 1999 they be in power, no such development like that. That's particular area that is developed. If it's not Ambode, Tinubu did nothing for his 8 years. Fashola tried. But Ambode do for the 4 years, it did more than their 12 years, more than their 16 years.
Why didn't the people fight for Ambode?
It continued from where Ambode stopped. Because it's a pet to the Jagaban. So people are more enlightened now.
He brought
local government. Where they get their vote. No development.
Yeah.
But Ambode opened the area for development. Good roads. Since the left hand, nothing. Go to Ejibo. Ejibo, see the way it was before 1999. No development. A lot of places like that.
Beautiful.
So people are fed up about APC, PDP. Tinubu era is already an end now.
Wow. So the defeat of the Godfather in Lagos State. So if you're here, if you can hear me, we have a few minutes to go. You can call to make your contribution. Thank you very much, Evelyn. That was a wonderful contribution. So if you can still hear us, you can go ahead and make your contributions. While Otumba, in next 2-3 minutes, can you just give final words for this program to the people of Lagos State? We're focusing on Lagos today. You're welcome here.
I want Lagosians to wake up and shine their eyes, as we used to say. It's right time for Lagosians to be in control of their state. Outsiders should not be allowed to continue to dominate Lagos State and be using the resources for himself and for his family. Our youth are very happy about the answers. I want you all to rise hands, love each other, be united, and form a strong political party. Don't let them use money to buy your conscience. Don't let them use money to buy your future. They are on their own last day. You are just started. I appeal to Lagosians. Where are the Dotumons? Where are the Arinja delays? Where are the Doros Imieti? Where are the Shita Bays? And so, Doati, where are they? They should wake up. May the soul rest in peace of our Dosumo, Adiwe Biorisha, and late Sultan Arinja delay. Those are really Lagosians. If they are alive, the so-called Godfather will not have a say. The politics we are practicing then is not money politics, and there is no money of do or die. We don't use political thoughts. We tell the Gosha, this is what we have for you. This is what we are going to do. Not by threatening the citizens who will vote for you or by giving them a plate of gari or something like that. So I wish the Lagosians have learned from what happened on the NSAS and what happened in Edo State to try and do the same thing in Lagos State coming 2023. No matter the Godfather, he must go. Enough is enough of Jagaban. He is not the one that owns Lagos. Lagosians are the owner of Lagos. He's from another state, but they allow him chance. They allow him give opportunity because nobody is ready to attack him. Nobody is ready to face him because the political talk is controlling. People are afraid to attack him. The FCC are afraid to investigate him. May he so rest in peace, Gani Fawehinmi. Gani Fawehinmi have a case against him. The case did not come up anymore. But if it's ordinary Nigerians, the case will be up. We remember about the Chicago. But nobody followed it up to now. Look at the statement he made about the NSAS, that he didn't run away. He still the Jagaba of Lagos. A reasonable leader, a leader that has conscience, do not say that. There's no good words coming from his mouth, and then you want to rule those are the people you are claiming that you are ruling. So it's time for Lagosians to wake up.
All right. Thank you very, very, very much, Otumba. That's all we can take for now. We'll come back next time on the same topic with another state. Thank you. We're going to go around Nigeria because Godfatherism is a threat to Nigerian democracy. We need
it's a threat to politics. Because it's affecting the economy. Because the so-called anointing candidates will not be able to perform. That's what we're having in Lagos State now. Someone who cannot do things on his own, he has to go to Bodilon to take permission. Before he make a speech, he has to go to Bodilon. So he don't have a say. Is that a governor? A governor who tell lies. A governor who don't have friction. A governor who don't have vision. Unless it's being controlled. Look at the crisis in the House of State Assembly. The speaker has been embezzling money. It's being covered up.
And we'll that soon. We'll visit corruption in government too very, very soon. And I think we'll be dealing with Niger Delta first when it comes to that corruption. We'll get to that soon, very, very soon. Anyway, thank you very much, Otumba. We appreciate your coming on our program today. And we wish you all the best. Have a beautiful night. Thank you.
Yeah, thank you very much. I really appreciate it. God bless you all. I really appreciate it. Nigeria will survive and Lagos State will move on. 2023. No more Godfatherism. Tinubu must go. APC must go. PDP must go. This is the new revolution. The youth will take control of this great country. Thank you very much.
Thank you. Thank you very much. Yeah.
This is Nigeria, the real home of the black people. We are a great nation. Great nation. Great nation, Nigeria.